Good evening, Richmond County, and welcome to your Friday edition of Live at 5. I'm Charlie Melvin. Clogged up lint led to a small fire at Maytag laundromat on Biltmore Drive around noon Friday. Adia Clark, first shift manager at the laundromat, said she was working when a woman came running from the back screaming something was on fire. Clark expressed gratitude to the workers across the street at Lindsay's Discount Tire who called 911 and ran over to help. Clark said fire extinguishers were used until they ran out. Then she and others switched to dumping buckets of water until the Rockingham Fire Department arrived on scene. Chief Harold Isler said the fire was isolated to a small addition on the left side of the building where the dryer's vents were out. There was heavy smoke in the addition, but just a light haze inside the laundromat, Isler added. Clark said the clothes of the customers who use the laundromat's cleaning service will likely have to be rewashed. Richmond County is now over 100 total cases of COVID-19. Today, Richmond County Health Department recorded a new case, bringing the county up to 104. 41 people have recovered from the coronavirus, while 60 are in home isolation and just one is hospitalized. No new deaths have been reported. The department also reports that 715 results have returned negative. Richmond County has been awarded federal funds made available through the Department of Homeland Security and FEMA under the Emergency Food and Shelter National Board Program. Richmond County has been chosen to receive nearly $19,000 for Phase 37 and $27,800 for Phase CARES Supplement Emergency Food and Shelter Programs in the county. A local board will determine how the funds awarded to Richmond County are to be distributed among the emergency food and shelter programs run by local service agencies in the county. Under the terms of the grant from the National Board, local agencies chosen to receive funds must be private, voluntary, nonprofits, or units of government. Richmond County has distributed funds previously to Our Daily Bread, Helping Hands of Helmet, Backpack Pals, Richmond County Aging Services, New Horizons Life and Family Services, Samaritan Colony, and the Salvation Army. To demonstrate transparency, Purdue Farms has hosted virtual town hall style webinars at locations where it has production operations to have discussions regarding COVID-19 with local community leaders. To demonstrate transparency, Purdue Farms has hosted virtual town hall style webinars at locations where it has production operations to have discussions regarding COVID-19 with local community leaders. During the meetings, members of the local Purdue Human Resources team shared in detail the incremental safety measures the company has implemented to protect their associates and answered questions to help ensure understanding and alleviate outstanding concerns. Purdue also invited meeting attendees to share any suggestions for additional safety measures the company could consider. A collection of churches filed a federal lawsuit on Thursday challenging Governor Roy Cooper's executive order banning mass gatherings, a move that has severely limited indoor worship services. Hundreds of people gathered in downtown Raleigh for a rally demanding churches be allowed to operate similarly to big box retailers. Ron Beatty, president of Return America, a nonprofit religious organization, led the rally. He is joined by several House Republicans. The lawsuit comes as legislative Republicans have criticized Cooper over how his executive order has affected religious activities. Under his most recent order, mass gatherings of more than 10 people are prohibited, including most indoor church services. Churches can hold services outside so long as social distancing is practiced. For funerals, no more than 50 people are allowed inside a church. Cooper continues to urge churches to follow restrictions prohibiting indoor services, but acknowledged law enforcement officers leeway in choosing what to enforce. Meanwhile, some hairstylists are threatening to sue Cooper to get their jobs back. The COVID-19 executive order shuts down several businesses as the state sought to slow the spread in North Carolina. More than 1 million unemployment claims have been filed in North Carolina. Lawyers representing the Hair Essentials Association and beauty salons sent a letter to Cooper on Wednesday, demanding the governor allow hair salons to open by noon on May 18th or face legal action. The lawyers say that Cooper's executive order violates the fruits of their own labor clause in the state's constitution. The provision says residents have the right to profit from their own work. By forcing businesses to close, the lawyers said the executive orders run afoul of the clause. Cooper hasn't decided whether he would move forward to the next phase for reopening the economy May 22nd. He has also raised the potential of more lockdowns to protect against an unmanageable virus surge. At the time of his Thursday news conference, North Carolina had 16,507 confirmed cases. In today's report, that number has risen by 622. State Health and Human Services Secretary Mandy Cohen presented a series of graphs showing North Carolina is seeing level of lowering percentages of positive tests for COVID-19 as testing expands. Hospital admissions are flat. 2 more My Story Our Year articles have been posted by RO Sports on RichmondObserver.com. Senior soccer player Valerie Standers discusses how the coronavirus has brought the class of 2020 together, while senior football and soccer player Drew Davis talks about appreciating the moments during the pandemic. Both articles have been written by the senior student athletes. When we return, we've got your Live at 5 weather report. It's coming up after a break, so stay tuned.
Locally owned and operated One Stop Vape Shop is a place you'll want to check out. Whether you need vape supplies, signs, business cards, decals, or your chakras aligned, we have you covered. Our in-house print shop has quick turnaround time and is open 7 days a week. We offer a wide range of products including stones, herbs, pendants, CBD, kratom, and more. Visit us at 939 East Broad Avenue in Rockingham.
She gets her soccer skills from her mom, her sense of humor from her dad, and her drugs from her home medicine cabinet. Over half of misused medication comes from family and friends. Talk to your children about the dangers of prescription drug misuse. Secure your medication, take regular inventory to ensure nothing is missing, and properly dispose of expired or unused medication. Be aware. Don't share. Lock your meds.
At Richmond County Hospice, we strive to provide high-quality care to our patients and their families. Whether it's the incredible hospitality at the Haven House or from the comfort of your own home, you can count on Hospice to be there for you. We also offer monthly grief support groups, and our chaplain will be there to hold your hand in prayer. Through our amazing staff and our volunteers, Hospice has made difficult times easier for our community. Call the number on your screen if you feel that you or your loved one may benefit from our services. Richmond County Hospice. Peace, comfort, dignity.
Hometown heroes? Well, maybe. When it comes to backyard comfort and no pesky mosquitoes, call Brown Termite and Pest Control at 910-895-6410 or 910-276-8870. Their team of superheroes can take back control of your paradise. That's 910-895-6410 today.
JC's in Rockingham has you covered for used appliances, parts, trailers, and storage. We have one of the largest selections of reconditioned washers, dryers, and refrigerators in the Sand Hills, and we offer free delivery to residents inside Richmond County. Come check out our variety of trailers for any hauling job and our storage buildings for the things you need out of the weather or house. We also carry parts and accessories for appliances, trailers, truck beds, and can order the things you need. That's JC's on South Hancock Street in Rockingham.
Do you want a healthcare career? Certified medical assistants are multi-skilled healthcare professionals capable of completing administrative and clerical tasks, making them a valuable member of the healthcare team at medical clinics, doctors' offices, and other healthcare facilities. According to the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics, the employment of medical assistants is projected to grow 23% over the next 8 years, much faster than the national average. At Richmond Community College, our medical assisting students are trained in our cutting-edge simulation learning center, giving them hands-on experience with high-fidelity mannequins that simulate real-life patient interaction. In addition to clinical skills, our students also receive instruction in scheduling appointments, coding, processing insurance accounts, billing, collections, and medical transcription. Complete the medical assisting program in just 2 years and start your lifelong career today. Visit www.richmondcc.edu to learn more about enrolling in the medical assisting program at Richmond Community College or call 910-410-1700.
McNair Auto Sales is the place to buy your pre-owned car, truck, or van. To be the best, it takes big selection, friendly staff, and great pricing. We guarantee a no-hassle buying experience, and financing is available right on site. So come see us today. We're located at 1026 East Broad Avenue in Rockingham. And remember, with over 40 years of experience, you know McNair is the name you can trust.
Your Live at 5 weather report is brought to you by RO Yellow, Richmond County's new online business directory. Happy Friday, everybody. We are finally at the end of the work week, and we've got some nice warm weather ahead for the weekend to enjoy it. Now, looking at tonight, we are seeing 80 degrees at 7 o'clock with partly cloudy skies, 72 at 9, and it will dip down a little bit below 70 tonight, especially late at night. We're getting to about mid-60s, but that's still relatively warm compared to what we've seen early on this week. So should be a nice evening for sure tonight. Sunset will be at 8:16 p.m. with a third quarter moon phase. Now looking at tomorrow, even more nice weather on the way. We're seeing mid to high 80s across the Sand Hills. Fayette will be seeing a high of 87 and a low of 62. Rayford will be seeing a high of 86 and a low of 62. Down in Robeson County, it'll be a high of 86 and a low of 64. Over in Scotland, it'll be a high of 85 and a low of 52. Up in Moore County, it'll be a high of 86 and a low of 61. Over in Ellerby, it'll be a high of 85 and a low of 62 there. Back here in Rockingham and Hamlet, it'll be a high of 86 and a low of 61. Down in Bennettsville, it'll be a high of 85 and a low of 63. And across the PD in Wadesboro, it'll be a high of 85 and a low of 61. And partly cloudy skies across the entire Sand Hills tomorrow, looking really nice and warm for sure. And as is the rest of the weekend, let's take a look at 7-day forecast. We do have really nice temperatures on Sunday. It'll be a high of 88 and a low of 64, partly cloudy skies. But after that, we do got rain rolling into the area during the work week rather. Monday will be a slight chance, 40%. High of 86, low of 64. And then on Tuesday, we'll continue on with those rain chances with a high of 76 and a low of 54. And then looking at Wednesday, it'll be a high of 67 and a low of 52 with a 30% chance of precipitation. And then on Thursday, we'll get a break from that rain with a high of 74 and a low of 59 before we get back into it again on Friday with a high of 79 and a low of 62. That precipitation still about 30%. So not too threatening ahead, but it is still a good chance of rain, and with it being so far out, we can still see those chances rise as we get closer to those days. So be on the lookout for rain later on next week, but weekend, you have no excuses. You can go outside and enjoy a little bit of that sunshine. Now, that's going to do it for Live at 5 Weather Report and for tonight's edition of Live at 5. Of course, for the latest news, sports, and events happening in Richmond County, you can always visit richmondobserver.com, or you can download the free RO app for your mobile devices. For the Live at 5 crew, I'm Russell Parker. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on Monday. Good night, Richmond County.